What's going on, team? It's your boy G, aka Janato Sensei. We back at it again with another episode of the G Files, man. Today's episode, we are going to be reviewing God of High School, man. This is an official review, and you want to know what makes this official? You guys are checking this out. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers, man. And let's get into the review. Let's get it. Alright, y'all, so I recently finished God of High School, man, and if you saw my first impressions of this video, you might be a little bit confused to, how I'm feeling about this show now. So, God of High School is a really dope show, but it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. So, let me just tell you what I liked about the show first. So, this show had really good fights, man. There's plenty of different mixed martial arts styles within the show, and the show is based around martial arts tournament. So boom, you have my interest, right? But there's this otherworldly story that is also happening at the same time, and my issue with this show is that it doesn't really blend well. Things kind of go from 0 to 100 like really fast without us really getting a good breakdown of how we got from A to Z. Now, I don't know if this is going to be like a multi-seasonal thing that, we'll have a better understanding of all of these characters and all their motives and stuff like that, because at this point I'm still kind of confused. Just an entertainment side, of just hype and action, this show is really cool. I like how everybody is super strong, man. I like how people surpass their limits. I like the art style that comes with the show, but the character development for me is not really there. There's not enough substance. But if we look at this show as a whole, man, I can see, where they were going with the plot, right? So the God of High School tournament was supposed to bring out the best of the best, and then out of those best of the best, one of them would be the key to saving the world, right? That's fine and dandy, bro, but there was so much that happened in between that didn't really hit as far as a connector, that I was left with a whole lot of okay, I guess we're here now, that type of vibe. But I kind of feel like they used the action scenes and the fights to kind of help mask one of the main issues with the show, and that is context, man. A lot of this stuff is happening, they're telling us a little bit about it. So throughout the story, learning more and more about what's the overarching theme and motive behind this tournament, and all the forces that are at play, whether that's real time with somebody directly telling it to us, or through narration and history being told behind the show. But a lot of stuff be happening off screen, and there's a lot of jump cuts that kind of mess up the pacing, and I feel like we're just kind of being pacified by the actual fights that were happening, because it would just jump from them telling us something that's really important to the narrative, or retelling us the same thing that we've been hearing and keeping things secret until it just smacks us in the face, and it's just oh, we're here now, which in the moment is really cool. But when you look back at it, just how did we get from here over here to Mars? It's just really random, bro. It's really random. But at the same time, one thing that this show does really good is giving background to these characters, man. Even if that character development happens off screen, we have a clear understanding to why the character is the way that they are. But I mean, overall, I think this was a good show. It was a good watch. I don't know if this warrants a second season to drop. This is a Crunchyroll original, so there most likely will be one. But I honestly think that this show is kind of overhyped if we look at the whole thing as a whole. So that's why the show's only getting an 83 out of 100 on their G5 score, because I was definitely entertained. I definitely was hyped, during the fights and stuff for this show, but that's pretty much it. Everything else, I'm still kind of lost on. They did a okay job with wrapping things up at the end, there's certain nuances that I caught from from other shows and other stories, different references to Dragon Ball, with the main character being the Monkey King. There's definitely really cool aspects of this show. I just feel 10 episodes wasn't enough to really make this show hit like it was supposed to. But that's all I really got for this one, man. I appreciate y'all for checking out the video. You can be watching anything on YouTube right now and you decided to check this video out. So that's all I really got for this video, man. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you enjoy. I appreciate everybody that shows love to this channel. You can be watching any video on YouTube right now, but you decided to check this one out. So I'm gonna go ahead up out of here, man. Appreciate y'all for rocking with me. Y'all know the vibes. Always keep growing, always keep going. It's me, boy G. And go. Peace.